Where is my voice?
Where is my voice? My voice.
For I know that I'm smart. I let my art speak for me.
My potential is endless, yet it flows inwardly.
My screams are in my attitude, yelling as I walk by.
Who will shout on our behalf and encourage us to try?
Life now for a middle schooler can be very difficult. Middle school, or the middle child, there's so many obstacles that they're faced with, and bridging the gap between a child moving from elementary to middle, of a child going from middle to high school, can be a different and a very challenging transition. That's why we have site coordinators who are dedicated to making a difference in a child's life. From the one-on-one contact, the volunteer projects that we have for our students, from the college tours that we provide to our students, from meeting their dental and vision needs, we are here to support all of our middle school students. Because every student needs
love, apoyo,
care,
consistency,
a voice.
Some of our students are never told that they're loved. Some of our students come to school first thing in the morning. No one has told them that they love them. So I love on my kids. I tell them that I love them. I hug them. I just give them that tender, loving care that some of them never get.
Well, I'm a site coordinator because I always reflect on my life and my upbringing. At one point in my life, I was one of those students that needed that one-on-one support. I also, in sixth grade, I was expelled from the public school system of Baltimore. So with that, I've always carried that for the rest of my life, being the person that is, I would say, trying to use the right word for it, but I would say as an individual that might have been underestimated, or a person that might have been written off. And I stand for you today, educated but also committed to utilize my education to help others.
I provide support to our students, to my students in particular, by just being another person in the building for them to turn to when they're in crisis, when they're having a bad day, when they just need to talk to somebody for whatever reason, whether somebody's bullying them or their clothing is not appropriate. I'm there to help support them in their needs, whatever their needs are. The difficulties and the struggles that a lot of our Hispanic families face, specifically our students, is just that whole enculturation into figuring out where they belong in our society. A lot of our Hispanic students have just moved here from different countries. Not just our Hispanic students, but all of our students that come from different locations have no idea, not just the language, English, but just our culture. So I think that the strongest or the biggest struggle that they face is feeling like they do belong here.
I believe we fulfill the needs of students in a variety of ways because we address their holistic needs, not just academics. We address mental health, physical health. We address family issues. We help them with receiving basic needs such as school uniforms or utility bill assistance. We address any need that could prevent a child from staying in school. This job matters to me. I do this job because I would define myself as a servant leader. And I believe that it's important to not only help others, but to help the youth of today because they will be the future. And if no one is willing to be a part of the solution instead of the problem, our kids won't get the help that they need.
Our students are creative and intelligent individuals, and their potential is endless. They just need someone to believe in them, encourage them, and teach them that they are a voice in this world. And their voice really does matter. And not only does their voice matter to us and to themselves, but their voice matters to society. I'm a site coordinator because I care. And it's not just because I care, but because I love what I do. I love getting up every morning, being able to make change and help students become successful. Because this is not a job for me. It's not a job for us as site coordinators. This is our calling.
My site coordinator's name is Dr. Russell, and one word I can say that describes her is that she's awesome. Because whenever I'm in need of help, she would help me. She would take me home from here, and she would give me school supplies when I needed it.
Yes. Well, last year we went to the zoo. It was very fun because we got to meet new animals that we haven't known before and different other animals throughout the world that we cannot find outside. Well, what I like about Mr. Basta is he's very nice to us. He always sets up trips and he helps us with our goals.
I feel like communities in school is very helpful, that people should sign up or get into communities in school because it can really help you out with things like your dreams or encouraging you to keep going. Like Mr. Robinson, he's really cool. Like if you were ever angry or sad or had something to get out, you could talk to him and he could help you through it. He could come talk to your family and try to figure out ways he could help, or things we could do as a whole to make it just the way it needs to be.
I think community schools is helpful is because some people get bullied a lot. Like I got bullied in elementary school, so of course I know how other people feel. So if you come to Kugel Middle School, there's gonna be friends here for you. What I like about Miss Newsom is that she's strong. So if there's a problem, she will settle it her way, in an easy way. And if you need help, she's always there for you, whether she has time or not. She will make a time, whether she's busy or not. She was gonna make a time, whether you have to stay after school or not. When I need a binder or something, that's the person I would go to. My sister went here in 7th and 8th, so that's how I got to know Miss Newsom, and that's how I got into some of the things. But yeah, she's a really good person.
We plant seeds, and we will always hope and pray that those seeds will grow. We may not see it on the middle school level immediately, but our hope and prayer is that something that we have done will have a great impact on our students so that they can become successful and productive citizens.
Because every student needs
someone like you.
To volunteer or donate to communities and schools, please go to www.cischarlotte.org for more information.